Welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. 412-575-2600 to get on the Bordis & Bordis hotline. If you need a roof, Paul, make sure you call Ireland Contracting, 1-800-NEW-ROOF. I got a couple tweets here. Let's start out with, Richard Sherman's going to get released too, right? Robert Young Jr. just tweeted me, "What's up, Rich? Do you think the Steelers should look at Richard Sherman? That might be a good pickup. I think he makes way too. They can't afford him."
Yeah, I mean,
plain and simple.
Here's the other thing: do the Steelers really need another big personality in their locker room? Do you really need to add another guy like that?
No, I mean you're getting rid of Mike Mitchell.
Yeah, and I mean no. I think getting rid of Mike Mitchell is a good thing. It's interesting to me if you look at what Seattle's doing. They're getting rid of all those guys, all of those loudmouth guys. They're getting rid of. I think they're just tired of their act.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could see where Mike Mitchell's act gets tiring, and on and off the field. Really, I think it's a good move for the Steelers.
But Mike Mitchell's no good anymore.
And he makes too much money.
He makes a lot of money. He didn't play well last year. That's why he's gone.
If he could play at $2 million or around that number, I'm sure they would bring him back. But I'm sure he's going to test the market.
A lot less.
Maybe less than that.
I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe $1.5 million and make him a backup. Maybe $1 million, something like that.
All right, Tony out in the Hill District. How you doing, Tony?
Hello, Rich. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for calling.
I want to say something. I want to throw a couple backs names at you guys and see what you think.
Okay.
Basically, I get the gist of Le'Veon Bell wanting a long-term deal with the Steelers, but I feel like that to me, he's not thinking also of his teammates. Why don't they just get rid of Le'Veon Bell and Stephen Ridley? And because there's Penn State, Saquon Barkley.
No, they have no chance of getting Barkley.
Stanford's Bryce Love, Ohio State's J.K. Dobbins, and UNLV's Lexington Thomas. Why don't they pick up a couple of these boys, or use whatever they give them to Le'Veon Bell to one of these guys?
Hey, thanks, Tony. I appreciate the call. I wouldn't mind if the Steelers rescinded the franchise tag and moved in another direction and saved that $14 million to try to pick someone else up. I don't know if there's much out there on the free agent market, but if you can find a running back in the draft in the second round, maybe that's what you do. You got to replace Ryan Shazier. That's your biggest hole in the defense.
I would say, if you're not going to, if you were going to get rid of Le'Veon Bell, go get Dion Lewis. Right, so you got
Stephen Ridley.
Well, you got Dion Lewis, that kind of running back. You got James Conner, and then draft, a pass blocker. Whatever you feel that you're missing, go draft another. So you get your 3 running backs, and be done with it.
Yeah,
and you'd have them for like a total of like $3 million.
And you look. I mean, we did this graphic the other night on KDKA-TV News. You look at what Philadelphia spent on the running backs total, and what New England spent. I think Philly spent like $3.8 million, and Philly was $5.3 million on their entire backfield.
That's what I'm saying.
So it shows that you can get to the championship without a running back. I understand.
I know he's on his rookie deal, but think about this: the Rams have Todd Gurley for like $2 million for 1 more year. Think about that.
Yeah.
I know he's still on his rookie deal, but that's got to be one of the biggest bargains in football.
And I don't know if this whole Le'Veon Bell resetting the market's going to work. I don't think it is. My guess would be they're going to sign him this year. They're going to try to make a run at the Super Bowl. Ben only has a few more years. These all guys are together 1 more year, and then next year he won't be a Steeler.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Tom in Mount Lebanon. How you doing, Tom?
Hey, good evening, guys. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Oh, good. Good show tonight. Just had a question about Kevin Stallings, who could replace him. Paul, this looks like he came out.
Yeah. I don't know what he said there, but he was going to try to make fun of your shirt.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, really.
You're not in the mood tonight. That's for sure.
I ain't got time for this.
Hopefully, Big Al from Robinson doesn't call.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Do better. Do better. You waited online to tell us that. Get out of here.
All right. Ken out in Clearfield. How you doing, Ken?
Yeah, hi, guys. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Hey, I'd just like to make a comment. Pitt basketball, Pitt football, and Pirate baseball, wow, that's unreal. Why don't these guys take the hint off the Pittsburgh Penguins and to know how to run a club? I'd just like to know your comment on that. Thank you very much.
Well, everything's different, Paul, and I think Pitt's main problem, they don't have any consistency. If they had the same AD for years.
In the NHL, is there a ping pong ball for the lottery, or is it just an envelope?
No, there's a lottery.
I know, but is it a ping pong ball or is it just an envelope?
I think it's
Let's
weighted.
say it's a ping pong ball, right?
Okay.
If the ping pong ball bounces the other way and Sidney Crosby's in a different city.
well, that was it. Yeah,
okay,
that was a ping pong ball.
Are we talking about this being the business being the greatest franchise? And I mean, you know, and that's not to say that they haven't done an amazing job, but let's face it, there was a lot of luck in the fact that they got Sidney Crosby. So.
Yeah, I mean, you went from what, Mario Lemieux to Jaromir Jagr to Sidney Crosby,
you know,
Malkin Crosby. Yeah,
and one player like that is, you know, an all-time great. It's really pretty. You know, it's a lot easier to build a team around a guy like that when you got him for 13 years now or whatever.
But the year before, the ping pong ball went the other way, and the Capitals got the first pick when the Penguins should have had it, and they got Ovechkin over Malkin. Yeah. Now, I mean, that's a good debate to have. Who would you rather have?
Right, but you know what? I think I'd rather have Ovechkin than Malkin, probably.
But not on this team.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying if I'm like the #1 star on my team, you can say, well, the Capitals have never won anything. No, but they've been really good pretty much every single year because they've had, you know, a star to build around.
I think Pitt will be just fine if the same regime and the same coaching staff has more than 2 months or you know, a year that they're together. So we'll see if that happens. But you know, Narduzzi should be here for a while. I expect them to get back to where they were with Wannstedt, and you know they got to hire the right coach for the basketball team. All right, back out to the phone lines. Let's go out to Tony out in Brookline. How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, Rich, I got 2 quick comments. I hope Rooney makes the right move and lets Bell walk. Go out, get Dion Lewis, like Paul said. Use that rest of that money for defense. And number 2. What do you think Chuck Noll would have did with Bell with all this distraction stuff?
You know, Tony, things were different back then. You know, it's hard to compare those ages. But
it is. I mean, I get tired of these discussions and debates. You know what I mean? Because every era has had their share of knuckleheads.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
the whole Steeler way thing was always a myth to me. And you could go back and go through every era, and I could point to a number of guys who did not fit the Steeler way. We would never put up with a guy like this, you know.
Yeah, so, now you have social media, and everyone is one.
Right, it's just different. I mean, I hate that whole discussion.
All right, David out in Finleyville. How you doing, David?
Thanks for taking my call. How are you doing today?
No problem.
Do you guys know when the status for Matt Murray's return? I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah, thanks a lot, David. I appreciate it. I know he practiced today before the team practice, and he took some selective shots or whatever you want to call it on the ice. I mean, he's in full gear, but this is just another step, and he's making progress. I guess that's the good thing. He's making progress.
The team's winning without him.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to win without him in the postseason. This is a guy you need back.
What I mean is there's no reason to rush him back.
No, you're definitely right.
I mean, just keep, you know, as long as you continue to win games and whatnot, make sure that he's 100% healthy, like 100% really ready to go, then bring him back. There's no reason to rush him, though.
Yeah, and the one thing with concussions, you never know. You saw what happened to Marc-Andre Fleury a few years ago, and that's only the reason he didn't play in the postseason,
right? Because
of the concussion. So you don't want this to linger on, and you want him to be healthy and ready to go. But, you know, no team is better than dealing with concussions than the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right, we got to take a break. Back to take more calls. Maybe some tweets coming up next. Stay right there.